Hi everyone, my name is Nick Nustes Cadena, and today I'll be presenting an experimental research design for an hypothetical South Australian winemaker focusing on how cellar door operations can influence consumer purchasing behavior. Alright, let's go for it. Scenario overview. In this scenario, the winemaker is interested in testing multiple aspects like label design, advertising copy, and cellar door experience. For this experiment, I've chosen to focus specifically on the impact of wine serving temperature on purchasing behavior of the public interested in wines in South Australia. Independent and dependent variables. In this experiment, the independent variable is the wine serving temperature. We will manipulate this by comparing a standard house temperature against an optimally chilled temperature but by varietal. The dependent varietal is purchase behavior. It will be measured in terms of whether consumers purchase, how many bottles buy, and the overall spend. Then, experimental design. The experiment will be conducted at the winery's cellar door. This will be useful to ensure the realism and the high external validity. The design itself will be between subjects, meaning each visitor group will only experience one temperature condition in order to make it very real and to make it very useful for the experiment itself. Then the randomization will occur, and either by assigning groups on arrival or using time blocks. A control condition, like wine served at the current house temperature, will provide for the experiment a baseline that will be very useful to make the comparison. So the procedure. To maintain a great consistency, make it very accurate, all the visitors will receive the same pour size. As Australian rules mention, this should be one standard drink, that it should be 250 milliliters. Varietal lineup and staff script. The prices and promotions will remain constant in order to avoid having undesired effect of making any changes. So then the purchases will be tracked using a point of sale data. And in the meantime, while a short post tasting survey will be very useful to capture the purchase intention for extra insights, or the perception of the consumers they really the insights, their perception, their point of view, if they liked the wine, if they didn't, if they would enthusiastic for purchasing some, instead of 1 or 2 bottles, maybe a big box of 12 bottles, something like that. So then, controlling extraneous variables. Then, the potential confounding factors include time of the day, staff upselling, glassware differences, visitor demographics. As you know, not every single country in the world drinks alcohol. Therefore, many people might not be really interested in tasting wines. Some people might be more interested in tasting some spirits. Maybe some of them would prefer to try some beers, or some of them may prefer just only going for finding some food. So our objective will be trying to address and provide balancing sessions across all the conditions, trying to rotate staff with fixed scripts, keeping also glassware constant and recording party size, and literally speaking, trying to control demographics the most statistically accurate way, like to get all the best takeaways of this experiment. So well, as major key takeaways, I would like to mention like that the overall, like yes, an overall, the experiment will be like very useful because it will allow the winemaker to directly test how serving temperature would be very useful and would be what effect would that variable like make on the influence on the consumer behavior in well in the cellar door. So this robust design of this experiment like will be helping to control the findings and will also like provide actionable evidence that will be extremely relevant to optimize the operations and well, why not increase sales as well as profits. Thanks a lot.